goodness. I have no idea if this is actually working. Oh dear. Who allows me to do anything, honestly? Is this working? It looks like it's working. It says I'm live. I'm going to play it back in my... But yeah, cool. It's working. That is crazy. Alright. Now I know that it's working. Welcome! I know, right? Yay, it's me. I mean, it's kind of, yay, it's me. So, I'm just going to be sort of testing the waters here. I'm trying a new setup. We've never done live like this before. Yeah, I figure I'll try and... It's working. See how this all goes. Easy shit. Alright, dude. Now I know that it's working. Welcome! I know, right? The wrong button. Yeah, it's me. Copy. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, it's me. So, I'm just going to be sort of testing. Glad I'm very tech savvy. Trying a new setup. We've never done. I know how everything works when I'm doing my own. Yeah, first ever live setup, and probably will cock this up multiple times. Easy shit. Right. Oh well. Now I know that it's working. Welcome. That's why I learned. Wrong button. Yeah, it gets me. Copy. I mean, it's kind of just share this everywhere. So I'm just going to be trying to make sure I sort of let everyone know I'm very tech savvy. I'm here. We've never done. I know how everything works. The wonderful world of when I'm doing my own. Yeah, first ever live setup, and probably will cock this up multiple times. Easy shit. Right. Why is this happening? Oh well. Now I know that it's working. Welcome. That's why I learned. Wrong button. Yeah, it gets me. It's unbelievable how many things it wants you to do everywhere. So reach more people. So I post it there too. Make sure I sort of let everyone know I'm very tech savvy. I'm here. I've shared that like I know how everything works. Yeah, when I'm posting my own. Just kept sharing the same link over and over and over again. Probably that's exactly what you want. Easy shit. Oh well. Gotta love it when welcome. Everything seems to be working. It's so well. Unbelievable how many things it wants you to do everywhere. So reach more people. So I post it there too. Make sure I sort of let everyone know I'm very tech savvy. I'm here. Some of the cool groups SX collectors, the Grail Hunter guys. They're two groups sharing the same link too. Most everyone in there super friendly, super fun. Gotta love it when it works now. Everything seems to be working. It's so well. Unbelievable how many things it wants you to do. So, reach more people. Just back up. Come on, you can do this. See, Docs. Docs, SX collectors, the Grail Hunter guys. They're two groups sharing the same link too. Most everyone is super friendly, super fun. Lots of audio overlay. Gotta love it when it works now. It's so well. Unbelievable how thanks Ethan. Yeah, dude, the logo you did is just fantastic, mate. That is incredible. How's the audio going? Is it? I can see it's reading twice for some reason. It's collectors, Grail Hunter guys. They're two groups. How's that? That better? Super friendly. Now it should be coming through only one. Lots of audio overlay. Gotta love it when it works now. It's so well. Thanks Ethan. Yeah, dude, the logo you did is just fantastic, mate. That is incredible. How's the audio going? Is it? I can see it's reading twice for some reason.
There we go. Now I fixed the audio. Please tell me, Ethan, that that's way better. Because if it's not, I have no idea what to do. Let's see. Just going to double check some things. Probably should have posted this on the Comic Sauce page. Would kind of make sense considering that's who I hang out with most of the time. Classic Ashraf will be back tomorrow for a recording, which is fantastic. He's been away. Connor is, I believe, playing some D&D or something similar tonight. I did see a quick post a minute. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what he's playing, but it looks really cool. Let's see if that all worked. Close that down. Audio's good now. Yeah, sweet. Thanks, Ethan. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I think I've got like multiple cameras set up. I'm slowly trying to make them all work so I can actually have one over comics and stuff. It's a whole new process I'm trying to do. But because of this new process and using some new audio and new editing software, basically what it's doing is picking up everything and then trying to relay it. Even though it's weird, the audio mixer picks everything up that I've got input into the computer, and technically right now I reckon I've got about 16 different audio inputs into this computer for different things. But it struggles with the video. Like it can only pick up one camera at the moment. I'm trying to order parts for another camera, but it's just been a nightmare. Ugh, smashing some Fireball and Fireball whiskey, some Jack Daniels, and some Coke. Even though I can't stand Coke. Inboxes, what's going on here? I'm getting way too many messages when I'm trying to do this. People could just talk to me here. That'd be way better. Facebook comments. Oh my god. I should probably start checking some of the things on Facebook. Oh dear. Because they've changed it to the Meta Business Suite, even for our Comic Thoughts page, and it just makes it so much more annoying to look at. Like, it's literally now taken to the point where I can't get it back just to normal Facebook to double check. Yep, no, Facebook's not working. Now it is working. God, what an absolute nuisance. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, you're playing Nemesis. Oh, did you play that last night, or was that tonight? Because I saw the photo and I wasn't real sure when when it was taken. I just saw it like pop up on my feed. Um, because I want to play. I don't know what Nemesis actually is, but I found all my games. I don't know if you saw. I posted some photos on Instagram. I don't know if you saw that. Um, but yeah, it's the photos of games that I had as a kid and that. And now I'm thinking with this new setup that I'm going to try, where the camera can sit above the game, and then also capture all of us playing it as well, the two cameras, or I might be able to set up three eventually. Um, means I'll be able to capture us playing games. You'll see the board, you'll see us, you'll see everything. And with this setup, will be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, cool. You played it tonight. Hey, Adelaide Toy Collector. G'day, champion. Chris is in the house. Look out. Um, Chris, I'm going to be running through some comics in a minute. I think you actually dig some of the stuff that I've picked up. You'll be intrigued to see what I've grabbed. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm very well, thanks, Chris. Yeah, I had a great night. Had a family feed with Bryony's family, so yeah, it's all going pretty well tonight. It's now raining really heavily out there, so I hope the internet up here in the hills survives. But we will see. We will see if it survives or not. But you know what? Hey, there's two of you here chatting to me. I've got no idea if anyone else is actually watching because I've got no thing set up. Oh, look, I actually don't know if Juggernaut's in any of this, but I think you appreciate just some of the art that I've got to show. Um, but yeah, I don't know if anyone's actually watching other than you guys, but that's fine. That's all I need. Yeah, Bronny just got home safe. That's good. All right, let's have a look. Let's dive in because I guess some people might watch it later. Who knows? Who cares? This is just more so I can do a test run. You guys can tell me if I suck. All right, so starting off because look, this is a massive lot, and this isn't even all of it. I see. Literally, I have stuff fucking piled up at home. Well, not piled up at home. I lie. I went home. I bought a bunch of stuff from Gamma Rays because I've been in for weeks. I put some old school Spideys. I did put one of them up on the Comic Thoughts Instagram, I believe it was. Um, I might have posted it elsewhere, but if you haven't seen it, I got the first appearance of Hydro Man from then in like mint condition. It looks amazing. So yeah, that's there. I got some other old school Spideys from them, and I got some more Spider-Man 2099 stuff, which I also did an Instagram post about. Um, but the funny thing is, oh, thanks, Chris. The funny thing is about that is I actually read it all. I actually caught myself up. So I'm up to date with the 2099 Exodus Spider-Man, and I'm loving it. We're getting new characters like 2099 Loki and Valkyrie and 2099 Winter Soldier, and we're seeing some old school 2090 characters like the Hulk and stuff that the 2099 versions coming through. Like, so dope, so very dope. I'd actually say if you're not going to pick it up, obviously in singles, check out a trade paperback of the 2099 Exodus, or Exodus, I don't know how you say it. I probably just said the same word twice exactly then. I'm really good at that. But anyway, I picked up Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, just issue 2. I'm pretty sure, well, this way, Sam. I'm sure issue 3 might be in this pile. I'm not really, I didn't like the first one because these are just like a bunch of small stories. And I get kind of bored with this stuff pretty quickly. The art's fantastic. Like, it's all different artists too. So you get something that's really detailed. Like, that's amazing. And then you swaps over a couple of pages and then you just get something super simplistic, which I just not into. Like this, like the story might be good, but it's super simplistic compared to those first panels. So look, Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. I'm getting it because I pick up all Moon Knight stuff, but I wouldn't suggest this to people. This isn't one that I'd go, hey, you need to get this. This is one that you have to have in your collection. Not that. That's just something more for fans. If you like short stories, it's cool to be able to pick up a book each week, and you don't need to know precursor stuff really. But I wouldn't suggest it to anyone. Same as I know there'll be more of these in the pile. The Swamp Thing from DC's current run. I've got 11, 12, 13, and I think 14's in the bottom of that pile as well. So, oh man, I'm getting all back to front here. So there's 3 of them there because I just haven't caught up to date with it. And I must admit, I really like it when I sit down and read it, but it feels dense. And I know it's probably not dense. It's just, there seems to be a lot happening. It's a new Swamp Thing character. It's very cool. The art is fantastic in this. Like, it is so damn cool. Like, just as soon as you open it up, the panels are just sick. But because it's so dense, I'm kind of noticed I was forgetting parts. So I'm leaving it as a sort of build up. Now that I've got 4 issues, I'll probably, go through and read all of it in sort of one foul swoop to get a better capture of the story of what's going on. Just the best way for me to read that kind of story arc, because it feels very in depth, and if I don't capture onto those in depth moments, I won't remember it, and there's a good chance I won't. I notice my memory, especially lately. I'll be talking about a comic with someone, and unless I've recently read it or it's something that really grabbed me, I've completely lost a lot of comic memory, especially from stuff like. See, it's weird. I remember a lot of DC New 52 storyline, but I liked a lot of that. And then after that, I've got nothing. I can't remember a fucking thing. It's really weird. You got Venom, Lethal Protector, number 4. Now, this is fantastic as well. I'm loving this. This is old school. So this is flashing back before everything that's ever happened to Venom, basically. This is back when he still hates Spider-Man. It pretty much follows Lethal Protector from the old school stuff. The artwork's cool in it. I'm just really enjoying this because this was when, I guess for me, Lethal Protector is pretty much when Venom really jumped out for me as a main standalone character, as he could do his own stories and be interesting. So I'd suggest that to people to pick up, especially because they're only up to issue 4, and I'm assuming most comic shops would have issue 1 about. 2 and 3 would depend on how many have been ordered, but yeah, I think getting number 1 for that wouldn't be hard. And it is a fun read. And you don't have to know heaps about Venom. I feel like you can jump into that. You won't understand maybe who some of the characters are because they don't explain that, because they just expect you to know. But you also don't need to know. They're almost kind of fleeting. Like, he just fucks them up really quickly and moves on. So it's kind of cool that he does that. All right. I've got a bunch, which I am loving this at the moment. And I've got probably 3 or 4 issues here. Fantastic Four. This has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying this run. I just look forward to grabbing it each time. Yeah, it's just really nice. The covers are cool. The internal art sort of matches the covers exactly with like skill and style. You're not looking at one of those books where you look at a really nice cover and open it up and it's absolute gutter trash. So yeah, Fantastic Four, I'm enjoying it. We are 45 issues in. So I wouldn't tell anyone new to jump on that one, but I would say it's a great collected edition to get. They're doing things with the FF that are familiar, but also new and fun. It's not changing the status quo in every way. We're getting that first family, and they're a family in this, which is cool. It's like got the kids and everything. It's not going back in time where it's just 4 of them. It's actually like more like 12 with the extended family. But it's super fun. Like, I'm just enjoying it heaps. I can't wait to read more of it. Yeah, buddy. Moon Knight. Now, this is up to issue 13. I would suggest everyone somehow try and get these. This is brilliant, this run. It has been so much fun. Oh, just every part of this is awesome. We've got some new villains and some old villains returning. We've had lots of stuff to do with like Moon Knight's friends and acquaintances. We've had some multiple personalities finally show up in a way, but in a way we haven't seen before. So well, I just spoiled something for myself, so I'm going to stop looking at that because I'm going to want to read that tonight. That's going to be dope. But I love this. This is cool. If you're not reading Moon Knight, go and bloody get it. Figure out a way. Even get the trades. Do it. Just fucking Moon Knight it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. It's so well done. All right, put that one over here. I'm sort of organising them as I go. As got to read, and then like least least important to read in a way. All right, this is issue number 4, and this is actually going to be my top suggestion. If I could put if I knew how to use all this setup properly, I'd put exclamation marks, pop it up on the screen, and all kinds of stuff. Because this Punisher run, the new one, is awesome. It's 4 issues in, and I already feel like I've read more Punisher, Punisher-esque, Punisher type stuff in years. Like, this feels like the Punisher. And it's cool, it's dark, it's grim. Now, the logo thing caused a stir on Twitter and that. Fuck Twitter, but anyway. The logo makes sense in this run. It's not just them trying to change the fact that the skull has been used by some stupid shitheads in real life to signify things that the skull does not match up to. I hate that people are trying to take his logo and ruin it. Excuse me. But what I do like is that they explain this, and this makes sense. So anyone that didn't pick it up just because they're like, oh, they're changing his costume, you're an idiot. You're straight up an idiot. This is fantastic. I'm loving what they're doing with this run. I hope it stays as strong as this. I can't wait to read issue 4. Yeah, it's been just awesome kill after awesome kill, and the reasons why. It's to do with his family, and it is brilliant. You'll be very surprised. All right. Savage Avengers. Oh, yeah. All new, all different. Savage Avengers. Now, I'm enjoying this. I find this fun. The last run was fun. The thing that worries me is that this is heavily based around Conan being a part of the Avengers. Marvel's contract ends with Conan very soon. So, I don't know if they're going to try and somehow swap him for someone else, or if this is the last run with him. I don't really get what's going on there with that character. That character seems to get swapped around brands more than anyone else, and I must admit, I've enjoyed Conan in the Marvel Universe. I don't like him elsewhere. I get bored of his stuff very quickly, but him interacting with Weapon H or Thor or Blade or someone, it's fucking funny. And it works perfectly. Him in the... Oh my god, which house was it? He took over the Hellstrom house. The fucking orgy pit. And of course had more orgies in the orgy pit than anyone had ever had before. It's just fucking gold having Conan do this stuff in the world of these characters. So, I'm loving it. Artwork's alright. I think it's all pretty good. There's nothing in there that I'd say is like, whoa, but it's fantastic. Check that out. Naturally, I've been getting Amazing Spider-Man because I get all the Spideys. Woohoo, Spider-Man. I've got the big 900 legacy issue. Come on, Sam, you can work out where it's going. Bam. So I'm pretty keen to jump onto that. I didn't like the run before this. I thought it sucked. That was... I can't think of his name. One of the guys that did something else really big. Nah, brain's gone. If you know, whenever you watch this, if you don't, well, when you do watch this, let me know. Comment it, tag it, whatever. Whatever you got for me, let me know. But yeah, I'm enjoying the stuff with Tombstone. So this has been really cool, having the stuff with Tombstone. Yeah. I am terrible at figuring out the reverse. But yeah, fucking been good fun. interesting to see how much this is tying in, or if there's just a special that kind of has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, super keen to get on to that. Just kind of making sure that it's still in some sort of reading order. All right, another one that I'm enjoying a lot, Ghost Rider. Super cool covers. There's been some first appearances and new characters showing up. I don't actually know some of the characters, and I think that's why they're first appearances in a way. Like, I thought, oh, fuck, who are these characters I'm meant to know? But you're not meant to know. So that kind of calmed me down when I realised. The artwork's cool. I think it looks really cool. Just everything in it just seems, it's Ghost Rider, man. Very awesome. So I'd suggest, it's only 4 issues in. You can probably still find that. I'd grab that if I was looking for something to read. You could wait for the trade, but that's the kind of one you can still get in store. Also, number 4 is Godzilla vs. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, I've got to say this. The story is pretty weak. But where there's a weak story, there is giant action. And because it's Williams, the second, doing the art, he is one of my favorites. I've got signed Batman vs. TMT posters and books from him. I've got nearly every cover for that first lot of TMT run. Like, I even have exclusives, like limited to 200 or 1,000, 1 out of 1,000 and stuff. Well, I've got a 1 out of 100, I think, as well. But this is so cool. Like, the artwork that he brings to this is awesome. Just seeing these monsters with his style and the running Megazord, and just, it's so cool. This is this thing from my childhood. Like, I loved Godzilla as a kid. I was never like I've got a cool old Godzilla toy that I've always had. I've still got some Power Ranger stuff, I think, floating around, but not as much. I did sell a lot of that as a child. But Power Rangers was my jam as a kid, and I loved Godzilla. I love dinosaurs. Anything big eating people was brilliant. So seeing them battle is a pretty good highlight. I'm 32, and that's a highlight. Finally. And I know that we're getting some more cool crossovers. I'm a big Batman Spawn fan from the original one. That team, creative team, was announced to be getting back together to do some more another crossover, which is fucking big news. Now, especially Chris will know this. Ethan's probably heard me talk about it before. I love Street Sharks. I love anything to do with Teenage Mutant Turtles. I love them. I don't collect them. I collect the Street Sharks instead because I'm a 90s kid. But I love anything that turns into, that's a creature. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a human, half dinosaur, extreme dinosaurs. Or like, any of that stuff. Animomorphic or yeah, fucking that word. Insert there. Done. I love that stuff. So the Jurassic League was something from DC that I couldn't not get. The artwork is really cool as well. Like, it's just over the top, silly. It's only issue 3 out. It's only a little limited series of 6. It's good fun. And I mean, technically there'll be heaps of first appearances because it's a whole new thing. But yeah, seeing like Dino Batman, whatever they like, I can't remember their names, but it's funny as hell. It's cool to see all the DC characters as dinosaurs. I know we've seen this with apes in the past. We've had DC apes and Marvel apes, I believe. I know Marvel apes, maybe not DC apes. I can't remember. Hitmonkey was a big thing for DC. But yeah, so dinosaurs being super popular. I'm surprised it took this long. I'm just expecting we'll see more animomorphic type deals and things with groups as they do creative whatever stuff. All right. Another series that I didn't think I was going to enjoy and wasn't going to pick up. And then I saw the first cover of issue 1 and was like, this looks sick. Because I am so sick of all the Spider-Man extra shit. It doesn't feel important anymore. It used to. Now it just feels like it's too much stuff. So I just try and stick to Amazing, and I'll dabble in other mini-series if they sound cool. So that's why Spider-Punk ended up in my thing. Because, I mean, look at that cover. It's so cool. Punk Spider-Man and a Punk Daredevil. Where's the camera? Look at that. Just so cool. The artwork inside is fantastic. Lots of music references. Lots of Misfits references, especially. Yeah, I'm just loving it. It's been good fun. And I do like trying to find all the references to punk bands and things. And it's cool. I mean, I'm not the biggest. I'd call myself a metalhead over a punk kid, but hell, I know enough of the punk stuff to know what's going on in here. But yeah, so if you like music, pick that up, right? That's where I'm going with that. If you like tunes, you like jamming, you like a bit of punk, I'd grab that. I'd suggest that. I think I showed a friend. He actually sent me a photo of a friend of mine who I'll call him a punk. He's got a giant red mohawk. He sent me a photo of a part of that book, being like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "That's hilarious," because I was actually reading it the day he sent it to me. So I was like, "That's so good," because that's literally what I'm reading right now, and it's Taskmaster basically with a big Misfits front face. Now, Miles Morales, Spider Man. Bam! This is also something I have been enjoying, but also starting to think I'm getting a little lost. There's this weird moment where things seem to just have confused me, and I'm not sure. Like, I'm starting to understand again what's going on, but because they jumped through portals and things, I feel like I read the What If and a couple of other Miles books, and I think that kind of muddled me up a little bit with the storyline. I kind of got things confused a little bit. But I am enjoying this. I kind of hope this ends soon. I kind of want him to get back to Earth and doing Miles things. I don't know. This is like a space adventure, Miles, and especially the next book I'm about to talk about. I'm not a big space adventure guy. I get over that very quickly, especially with some of the characters that they're choosing to take to space. But I've always enjoyed Miles, but I think this is probably one of the weaker storylines. I do like some of the new characters, Gulp or Gilp or whatever his name is, the gloopy guy that's basically a clone. But yeah, it just still not quite hitting that sweet spot for me. And talk about not hitting the sweet spot, Venom. Unfortunately, the normal Venom run that continues on after the dark, the fuck, fuck a dark, continues on after the events of Dark. I keep saying, is it Dark Black? The Black King, King of Black. Fuck, man, my brain could not get there. But yeah, so Venom takes on straight from there this series, and it's him sort of in space while his son's on Earth, and I just can't stand the space god stuff that they're doing. It's shit and boring. I just don't care. The cool stuff's what's happening to his son. I wish we were just getting. They should have just not done this story, and they should have just done the Dylan Venom story, and then maybe done this as another run. Just done them as two separate books instead of trying to interweave it all. It's messy. I don't like it. I'd rather it be two separate things and easier to read. The God stuff is very boring. It just seems super pointless. But I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm just not loving it. It's not really where I am. That goes at my bottle. That nearly like Swamp Thing's at the bottom at the moment because I'm like sort of making the pile. But Venom's pretty low to the bottom at the moment. It's not something I feel like I have to read. All right, you can go and pick up this one because I have no idea what's going on. Predator by Marvel. Holy fuck. Hunt, kill, repeat. Oh my good goodness. That is happening. That is coming out. Are you ready for that? But really, this is actually Alien Annual Number 1. Which makes me assume that we're going to get an AVP from Marvel too, right? Look, I'm loving the Alien stuff. I think the series I was reading is just finished. I won't continue and buy the next run. This first two run was sort of like two-part story. I enjoyed that. It started off with a ship getting infested with aliens, crashing, and destroying a garden. Yeah, real basic alien story, but was enjoyable. I'd suggest people grab it in the trade. I won't say this is a must get. It was good fun. The artwork's fine. Just, I don't know, just missed the mark in a lot of ways. I thought, Marvel would go real big with it, but they didn't. They went really contained and went real stereotypical alien, which is good because it means they're respecting the property, but it also kind of just, I don't know, just didn't hit those epic goals I was hoping it would. Another series I am enjoying, Carnage. Number four's dropped. This has been really good. For 4 issues in, I'm super invested again in Carnage. Super invested with him dragging another serial killer along with him for the ride to try and make this other guy worthy in a way to be known as the next Carnage, maybe. if he pans out to be a worthy serial killer. I'm enjoying it. The artwork's cool. It's gory. It's got this cool sort of detective style going on in parts of it. This is the Carnage book we've needed for a while. This is good. This is bringing Carnage back to where I want to read it again. Cheers for watching. Thank you very much, guys. I've got a couple more. I've got, a couple more, not too many. What If Miles Morales number 5. Now, I've not been enjoying these that much. They're pretty shit, pretty basic. The What If Miles Morales was Thor was super racist, which is unfortunate. Oh, hang on. Dogs are barking. What's going on here? Someone home? No? What are you barking at? Is someone here? No. Dogs are just being silly. Classic. Live video. You never know what's going to happen. Never work with animals. But yeah, so the Thor What If is super racist. It's so bad. It's just in, I never read Twitter. I hate Twitter with passion. But there's complaints all through it. And when I picked up my lot, because I get all the Miles books, I was like, let's see if this whinging is, true for once. And I went through the book, read it, and was like, wow, this is pretty fucking bad. Just even stuff that I know you wouldn't try and incorporate, they incorporated. But in saying that, it is a what if. So I guess, you can nearly get away with anything. It's what if he was. And hey, maybe he is a racist Thor character in that universe, which we get to see more of, which is even better. They're going to keep using the character. Sticking to your gums, Marvel. But yeah, not great. Wouldn't put that one out as a, must read or definitely pick up. I'd probably put that's very low in my pile. Another one that I'm losing interest in, Berserker. So this is the Boom Studios book that is all to do it's getting possibly a show maybe on Netflix. It's got the wonderful Keanu Reeves attached to it. Look, it's been good, and then it kind of started to lose my interest. I don't know if once again I'm going to call it God stuff. There's this weird thing going on at the moment with comics where everything and everyone has a God. God. And I just kind of don't care anymore about this God stuff. Like, it's just really losing its power with how much it's being used. I was enjoying it. I enjoyed the idea that this is an immortal guy just fucking up stuff for centuries. But I don't know. I'm not sold on it. We're up to issue 9, and I've started to waver. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep reading it. I'm not going to, it's really hard for me to ever cancel a book. It's very rare for me to cancel a book. I'll stick it out to see how it goes. Occasionally I have just thrown books aside. I was thinking even like that Moon Knight one. If I get bored, I'll just keep buying them and collecting them because it's Moon Knight, but I won't be, really reading it or invested. Speaking of invested, now this is one I'm definitely invested in and loving every fucking moment, and you have to go get the Prelude trade paperback and then get the trade paperbacks onwards. Firepower by Kirkman. We're up to issue 22, and I am loving this. This is like a mixture of Shang-Chi, a mixture of the Avatar, Last Airbender, and then epic kaiju horror stories in a way. Like this, and just every cool martial art film you've ever seen. This is awesome. I am loving Firepower. This is like a high must read every time I get my hands on it. I've enjoyed it from day one. For it to be 22 issues in, and I'm yet to have a problem. That is huge. Like, I always find something that I go, I wish they did this better. No, I am enjoying all of this. This has just been an absolute highlight. Image have been, I don't really read heaps of Image anymore. I'll tell you why at the end of this. But yeah, fucking Firepower is an absolute must read. The art's rad. The whole thing's cool. The story's clever. Definite must read. Now look, so there we go. There's another Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. There's issue 3 is out, so that goes sort of to the bottom of the pile, which I think goes over there. There. All right, and Oh, Swamp Thing 14 and 15 are out, so I'm nearly done. It's got 16, so maybe I'll wait for 16 and smash them out in a... Oh my God. Ah. Yeah, there we go. Cool covers, cool art. Been a good story, just a lot for me to take in, so keeping that as a way to, for the end, to try and read it all in one go and know what's happening and not fucking mess myself up. Yay, God Plan, my first. Thank you, mate. You like my picture too that I use? I think there's a picture of me as a child. I don't know why I use that, but I thought, it's first. It's me being young. Now it's me. I'm old. Yay. I don't fucking know where it's going with that. Oh, God, these feedback headphones are not great. I need to buy new headphones. That is on the list. All right, so the reason I don't pick up that much Image anymore is because I'm collecting every Spawn comic they're releasing at the moment. So that pile I've showed you, that's a big lot of books, right? I've got that equivalent to that of just Spawn, which I have to go and separate and try and read in the next couple of weeks. Worst thing is, this is really weird. I see how much I've got of it and dread reading it. But as soon as I pick up those Spawn books, I enjoy every moment. Gunslinger has been fantastic, what I've read already. The current Spawn stuff's just awesome. Really well done. Yet for some reason, because of the sheer amount I have to catch up on, I'm dreading it, and it's so silly. I know I need to push myself to get to it, but it's not super high on my list just because I'm enjoying so many other things as well. I would definitely put that, like, maybe Swamp Thing because of how deep it is, and some of those other ones that I said I wasn't really that interested in, they go right down the bottom. And then I'll do like Moon Knight, Punisher, Firepower, and stuff like that must be read in the next couple of days. And then I've got to try and organize my spawns so that way I have them in a nice little pile and I can just like read one or two every night. And I'm going to put it in categories because I know they intertwine with each other, and that's where it makes it really difficult with all these spawns that have come out, because it's not easy to read them in order. So I'm hoping I can just read all of Gunslinger, all of Spawn, all of King Spawn separately. Like, I'll just pick the pile of each I've got and I'll get some sort of fluid story. Hopefully. Anyway, that has been my first ever live. I've gone for like 40 minutes, which is pretty impressive by my standard, considering I get distracted very quickly and very easily. Thank you for watching, the handful of you that did. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ethan, Godplan, and anyone else that I can't see because of the way I've set this up. Yeah, I'm just heaps excited to maybe try some more of these. Feedback is fantastic. Thank you, Ethan, for letting me know about the mic stuff, because I would have cocked that up royally. But yeah, thank you very much. Catch you all on Comic Thoughts, which will drop next Thursday. Comic Thoughts drops next Thursday. And you can find more cool content on the Nerds Paradise channel, which you can also see on this wonderful jumper, which you can find on TeePublic. Now, if you want to get it cheaper, let me know, because there's always discount deals on there, always. And of course, we get a percentage of the profit, and a percentage of that profit that's made from selling those t-shirts and jumpers on there, we put straight into trying to upgrade our gear so we can make things like this 1,000 times better. And as you can see, this is probably a lot better than Comic Thoughts Episode 1. The worst thing to hit YouTube. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I will catch you guys soon. Peace. How do I stop this? Yeah, I wish to exit. Actually, yeah. No, there it is. There, stop. Oh my God, stop streaming. All right, peace, guys.